Welcome to Little English Studio, where English learning meets the inspiring stories of the world's greatest people. Here, we share powerful life journeys in simple English, so you can improve your English while learning lessons from history, art, and culture. Today, we tell the incredible life story of Michael Jackson, the king of pop. From a small boy in Indiana to the biggest star in the world, Michael's journey was filled with talent, success, pain, and mystery. His music changed the world, his dance inspired generations, and his life remains one of the most fascinating stories in modern history. This is the full story of Michael Jackson. Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana, USA. He was the eighth of 10 children in a working-class African-American family. His father, Joseph Joe Jackson, worked at a steel mill, while his mother, Katherine Jackson, took care of the children and loved playing gospel music. The Jackson family lived in a tiny two-bedroom house. Life was hard, money was short, and Joe was a strict father. But the children grew up surrounded by music. Katherine encouraged them to sing church songs, and Joe played guitar in a local R&B group. Michael showed musical talent very early. By the age of 5, he could sing perfectly on pitch and dance naturally. His energy and charm made him stand out. Joe realized that Michael had a gift and pushed him to join his older brother's music group. At first, the group was called the Jackson Brothers, with Jackie, Tito, and Jermaine. But soon Michael and Marlon joined, and the group became known as the Jackson 5. The Jackson 5 performed in talent shows, nightclubs, and competitions. They practiced daily under Joe's tough discipline. Sometimes, the training was harsh, but it made them extremely professional. By the late 1960s, they won local competitions and gained attention. In 1968, the Jackson 5 signed with Motown Records, one of the most famous music labels in America. In 1969, they released I Want You Back, which reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. More hits followed: ABC, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There. Michael was only 11 years old, yet he was already the star of the group. His voice was powerful, his dancing electric, and his smile won millions of fans. The Jackson 5 became international icons, appearing on TV shows, magazines, and tours worldwide. But fame came with pressure. Michael was still a child, but he lived the life of an adult superstar. He missed a normal childhood. Later, he would often say that he never had the chance to play like other kids. Even while performing with the Jackson 5, Michael started recording solo songs. His early hits included Got to Be There, Ben, and Rockin' Robin. The song Ben, about a pet rat from a movie, became his first solo, number 1 in 1972. By the mid-1970s, the Jackson 5 left Motown and signed with Epic Records. They changed their name to the Jacksons. But Michael's talent was too big to stay, only in the group. In 1979, he released his solo album Off the Wall, produced by Quincy Jones. The album was a huge success, with hits like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Rock With You. Michael's mix of pop, soul, and disco created a new sound. Off the Wall sold over 20 million copies worldwide and made Michael a solo superstar. Still, Michael wanted more. He dreamed of creating the biggest album of all time. In 1982, Michael released Thriller, the album that changed music history. It included legendary songs like Billie Jean, Beat It, and the title track, Thriller. Thriller became the best-selling album of all time, with over 66 million copies sold worldwide. The music videos were revolutionary. The Billie Jean performance introduced his famous moonwalk dance move, and the Thriller video became the most iconic music video ever made. Michael's style, dance, and voice captured the world. He broke racial barriers on MTV, where black artists had struggled to be shown. He won 8 Grammy Awards in 1984, the most ever in one night at that time. Michael was now the biggest star in the world. His concerts sold out stadiums. His fans screamed and fainted when they saw him. He was no longer just a singer. He was a global phenomenon. With fame came problems. Michael's appearance began to change. His skin became lighter due to a condition called vitiligo, though many people at the time thought he was bleaching his skin. He also had multiple plastic surgeries, which made him look very different from his childhood face. The media became obsessed with his personal life, calling him Wacko Jacko. Stories about his private zoo, his friendship with children, and his eccentric lifestyle spread everywhere. Despite the rumors, Michael continued to release powerful music. His 1987 album, Bad, produced more #1 hits, including Smooth Criminal and Man in the Mirror. His 1991 album, Dangerous, brought hits like Black or White. But in 1993, his life was shaken by allegations of child abuse. A 13-year-old boy accused Michael of inappropriate behavior. The case was settled out of court, and Michael always denied the accusations. Still, his reputation suffered deeply. In 1994, Michael married Lisa Marie Presley, daughter of Elvis Presley, but the marriage lasted less than 2 years. Later, he married Debbie Rowe, a nurse, and had 2 children, Prince and Paris Jackson. A third child, Blanket, BG, was born later with the help of a surrogate. Michael continued making music, with albums like History, 1995, and Invincible, 2001, but his sales never reached the level of Thriller. Meanwhile, his personal life grew more complicated. More allegations and legal battles followed, and in 2005, Michael faced a criminal trial for child molestation. After months in court, he was acquitted of all charges. But the trial damaged his image and drained his energy. Financial problems also began. Despite earning billions during his career, Michael spent money extravagantly on Neverland Ranch, art, and luxury items. By the mid-2000s, he faced heavy debts. In 2009, Michael announced a massive comeback concert series called This Is It in London. Fans around the world were excited to see him perform again. But Michael was under stress, rehearsing for hours while also relying on medications to sleep. On June 25, 2009, Michael Jackson died at the age of 50 from cardiac arrest caused by a lethal dose of the drug propofol given by his doctor. The world was shocked, fans cried in the streets. Tributes poured in from every country. Over 1 billion people watched his memorial service live on TV. Michael Jackson remains one of the most influential artists in history. He is called the King of Pop for a reason. His music, dance, and creativity shaped modern entertainment. He sold over 400 million records worldwide. His album Thriller is still the best-selling album ever. He popularized the music video as an art form. He inspired artists from every genre: pop, hip-hop, R&B, rock, and dance. Even with controversies, Michael's impact is undeniable. He used his fame to support charities, fight for children's rights, and promote messages of peace and unity. Songs like Heal the World, Earth Song, and We Are the World carry his humanitarian spirit. Michael Jackson's story is both inspiring and tragic. A boy with extraordinary talent who gave joy to millions but struggled with fame, loneliness, and pressure. From a small house in Gary, Indiana, to the biggest stages in the world, Michael Jackson's journey was unlike any other. He lived a life of extremes, of success and struggle, of love and pain. But above all, he gave the world something timeless: his music, his dance, and his message of hope. This was the story of Michael Jackson, the King of Pop.